Okay, so now that we have already learned how to run the apps on our phone, we want to see how we can use this activity main.xml or this design phase that I had explained earlier to actually add items to our application. So we'll just come here. So I'm sure we can all be able to see that you have something called a palette here. So this palette, these are all the items that you may need to use when developing an application. So in texts, you see you can be able to have your text view, plain text if you want to have a password. So these are all the items you can be able to place there. You have buttons, you have all that, you have widgets. If you want to put an image, a video, you can come and choose here. We have different kinds of layout. The first one we've seen is constraint layout. We have other layouts that we can use. We have containers, which we are going also to see how to use. Google, you have legacy. So all these are items you can use to design the user or how the user is going to see the app. So we want to just put something very small here. So we want to be able to put maybe your name. So for example, we had hello world before, so we can have hello world still remaining there. So we can decide to put a picture of you and your name, and then we can put Android online class somewhere here at the bottom, so that we see how we can work with that. So to put an image, so we are working with a layout called the constraint layout. So this constraint layout, you have to always attach everything to the corners. So for example, if you want to use a constraint layout, when you click on a lower, you can see that it's attached to the sides. So if you don't constrain, which you're going to see in a bit, then it will always give you errors. So you always have to constrain items to the side, so that the layout can actually tell that this item should be placed here. So we can start by placing a simple text view of your name. So you can come here. So to place it there, you just drag and drop it there. So once you drop it there, you can see it has an error. So this component tree, it had to show all the items we've placed. So the first thing we do here is to constrain it. Constraining it meaning we push it to the sides, or we attach it to the side. So you attach there, side, then we can attach it to the bottom, then we can attach it to the top. So you can just push it up kidogo juu ya hello world. So that's how to constrain it. Constraining it is just attaching it to the sides. Now you can see error may disappear. Then secondly, we need to give these things an ID, or we need to be able to give our elements IDs. These will highly assist us, especially when we come to the back end and we want to refer to maybe this one where we have placed our name. So to change the ID, you can come in here and write TV, then you can say name to represent text view for name. So you can see here it has changed TV name. If you want to give the text, so you can see at the right corner we have attributes where we can try and edit out and come up with something to show here as it edits out. So the text here currently is just text view. So you can decide to type your name. So you can decide, maybe I'll type my name is Meg, then so you can see when I remove it, I'm able to see my name. Let me just increase so that you can be able to see. You can see your name has edited itself out. So every time you want to work on something, you just click on it and then you get the attributes that you want to edit. So maybe this one, so you may want to put it at the center. So maybe this one, you just want it to, maybe the font to be a bit higher. So we just click on here the ID, then we want to increase the font. So it's quite simple. You just come to attributes, then you can say search for size. So you can see here we have text size, so you can now type a text size that you want. So you can say maybe 24 sp. So you can see the font of the text has increased. So you can see we have 24 sp. So you can just now unaweza futa hapo, and you can see now your text size has changed. Maybe you want to change the text color of this, so you just come and say text, then you see your text color is here. So you can choose to put a font, or you can just click here and you can get this custom where you can be able to choose the font. You can use the hexadecimal, or you can decide to put, maybe choose just what you have there, press that. So you can see your font text color has changed. So that is how you can work with this attributes part and try and edit out. If you want maybe to change the font, so just come here and type font family. Then now with this you can be able to choose a font family that is already there. So you just click on this down button. You can do more fonts which will download, but you can also choose to have the ones that are there. So you can see your font has changed. So that's how to use the attributes part. So with time you will get to learn which attributes you may want to use for which specific place and which specific time. Then now with that you will be able to know what to edit and what to put at what particular time. So you don't only need to, you're not restricted to coding here or dragging and dropping. We also have the coding side. So we have, so when you look at your machine, you have the design and then you have the code. So this is the design, that is a code. So whatever we are doing here is actually being converted to code. So when you come here to the code, so this is both design and code, so you can split. So this is the code and this is the design. So let's just go to code since we've gone through the design. So in the code part, you see everything we've put here is inawekwa hapa. When you edit it on the design phase, you can place it on the code. If there is something you want to add on the design phase, you can just come and put it here. But let's not worry, we are also going to see how to use the code part. But for now, let's just go back to design. So now we want to put a small image here, then we can now execute our app. So to put a small image, you see this image view, that's what we are going to pick. So you just click on it, drag and place it there. So we need to place an image, and to place an image you have to put an image inside your drawable. So we are going to put an image inside our drawable, and then we come back and drop. So let's place our image. Let's look for an image and place it inside the drawable here. Then we can now put a small image here and execute our app. So let's go look for an image. So we are going to get an image. So I've just come to my downloads. I have an image here. I've just copied it. So you copy your image and then you come and place it inside the drawable. You place it inside the drawable. So I click here, and then paste my image. So you ensure it's inside your drawable. Ensure it's inside your drawable. So you click OK. Then you can name it. You can call it 1.jpg. Then you have your image there. Sindio. So now you come and take your image view, drag and drop it there. Then now you can find inside your drawable, you can choose your image. So I can choose that image and just press OK. So you can now come and edit out. So you can see the image is a bit bigger than what we expect. So we are going to first give it an ID. So we can just call it image view. So you say I am, and then you say pic. So you can call I am pic. Then now we can now go to the next part. So we can now go to the code part and edit this out, give it a width and a length. So you just come here to our code. Then we can say now our layout width, we can say we want our layout width to be maybe 20. We can say dp, and then our height also to be the same, 20 dp. Hope that's okay with everyone. So when we come back here, you can see your image imekuwa a bit smaller. So now you can now come and edit it out and see maybe which size is ideal for you. So you can come and put it here and now work with the code and what is on that side. So you can come in here. So you can say, what about 40 dp? How with 40 dp? Okay, that's good. Then height also we can give it at 40 dp. So that's also quite okay. So that's our image view. So now we can come right here and expand our image to something we want. So you can expand your image and ensure it's set here there. Then now the last thing we need to do here, is to ensure that it is constrained, because we're using the constraint layout. So you attach it to the side, ensure you attach it to the top, and you can just attach it to even here, so that it doesn't give you a lot of work. So you constrain it, you can constrain it to the bottom. Then now you have everything constrained properly. So now can look at the layout. So you can see the constraint widget is also here. So you don't always have to do that. If you come check here that it's not constrained, you can just click this plus here, then it will constrain it. So you are not limited to just, you can always use the layout and the widget part. Then you can just move this to the, you can move it to the center. So that's a simple way how you can place an image and place a word there. So we are going to run this up and send the screenshot to see what most of us have achieved. So let's execute this and see. So the first thing is to connect this to our phone. And execute it. So we'll execute this, and I'll want to see the feedback of your app in our discussions. I hope this was useful, and I'll see you soon in our next video. Cheers.